allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Very good. All right. The minutes for last month of the 4th of May was sent out for everyone's to look at. Are there any recommendations for amendment or changes to that?
Yes.
Okay.
On page 4, at the top there, excuse me, it says Mr. Paulson replied that they still have sponsorships available. Anyone interested can call Pat Dyer.
Yes,
That should be Pat Geyer with a G.
Geyer.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Outside of that, that's the only corrections I have.
Okay.
I make a motion we approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope. Fantastic. Okay. Moving to the next order of business. Audience participation. We have nobody here in attendance, but if you're watching on TV, I would just encourage you to take advantage of the opportunity to come here. And if there is a recommendation on something you'd like to see at Memorial Island, or if there's a thank you for the city staff that keeps it looking so fine, or just anything, you're welcome to come and participate with us. This is an open forum, and you are invited. Okay. New business. Chief Petty Officer Buck McTee retirement ceremony is scheduled for the 24th of June. And my understanding is it is proceeding as planned. Rob, any guidance on that?
Rob Slezak, Recreation Director. As far as we know, it is at noon on the 24th, which means it's going to be very hot. We tried to convince them to go a little bit earlier, but so we just ask that people make sure that they come to the event, plenty of water, make sure you grab a chair, and make sure you sit in the shade. We had so many smart people do that at the event on Monday.
Yeah.
Fortunately. So, and we know it is really hot out there. So, and everything else is in order. We have the sound system, chairs, podium, that's all set.
Okay.
How many people are they expecting, Rob, do you know?
I would say maybe 150, 200 maybe. And people from possibly all over the state.
And he did confirm that if we would like to come, we're invited. So I would just I need to pass along. There was a online invitation for those, and I think any individual that's got a military background is comfortable with retirement ceremonies, and it's a very, very fun, uplifting occasion. So, okay. The next thing is the air show, and that's the next 2 days, the 25th and the 26th. It will be spectacular. I think the word is on the street. We've got a lot of organizations engaged with that. I know the Rotary clubs are spun up and participating and directly involved, as is the Veterans Council. Any insights from the committee?
I have one thing, Tony. I have, for the Veterans Outreach Program, I have about 10 tickets left over that if you're unable to afford and that you are a veteran in need, I have a few tickets that I can actually part with.
Okay.
The Veterans Outreach Program sponsors.
And I think otherwise it's $15 ahead of time and
$10 ahead of time, I believe, if you're a veteran, correct?
Okay. And if you're not a veteran, then it's like 15.
15
and then at the gate it's like $20.
25.
Or 25.
Mm-hmm.
Barnstormers special one that's under the tent, and free food and beer is like $90 or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh, for the chalet, I think it is.
Okay. All right.
I got those.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that last year. You'll have a good time.
Rob, anything on the air show from your purview there?
Just to let you know, it is going to be on, as far as I know, it's going to be on June 25th and 26th. And also, just another reminder, too, that the 4th of July, we will be having the 4th of July ceremonies again at Riverside Park and Memorial Island will be where we send off the fireworks. So,
And normally we have a big turnout for that. I mean, you recall how many folks came last year? I mean, it was
we figure that around the area, because we consider Riverside Park, Royal Palm Point, Young Park, the bridges, the water all around it, Miracle Mile area, probably in the neighborhood of 20 to 25,000 people.
It's a good day.
It's an incredible.
The island itself is closed for safety or security because of
Absolutely.
the fireworks. So
Absolutely.
they can view it from everywhere but the island because of
Yes,
safety.
That's correct. That's right. And I'm well, most importantly, we have the police department there, and I'm there, and we make sure that people go no further than.
You guys had some local, but you have some bands there this year too, right?
Yeah. Apparently, there's going to be like 4 or 5 bands coming out to play.
Right. I think I read that.
Before the fireworks, so it should be a lot of fun. A lot of great sponsorship. You had Mulligan's and the Treasure and Space Coast Radio, and it should be a great time. We've got good food vendors and some children's activities. So
Now, as far as the fireworks themselves, is that a kind of a institution with the firm you purchased them from, and does the fire department handle that? How does that all come together?
combination of all of us. It's us, the fire department, and the Zambelli International is the pyrotechnicians.
Okay.
And we've been with them for a number of years. They've been great to us, and it should be a great event.
And as far as proceeds, does the city receive donations to cover costs for that, or how does that work?
Love donations.
Okay.
I will
Hint,
tell
hint.
you that most of it is pretty much paid for through sponsorship.
Okay.
The city pitches in a little bit, but
All right.
we have a lot of great participation with it. We do make some money, but the money does go to offset the costs.
Okay. All right. Moving on to old business. This has been a glorious month. The May was 0 dark 30. We talked about that last month with Bruce Cady, and I would just say, from those who did not have the opportunity to attend 0 dark 30, it was an overnight endurance workout every hour. They had about 60 participants that worked from 7 in the evening to 7 in the morning, and the enthusiasm, the energy was absolutely out the roof. And to show you how spectacular it was, the final event, they drove over to Royal Palm Point and then ran from there over to Memorial Island to conclude. That's a 2-mile run. And then in addition to that, the proceeds, which was significant from it, was provided to the veterans. So it's a good deal. Okay, Memorial Day, Rob. We had the paper saying 3,000. You're saying a couple thousand, maybe?
I will tell you. I pretty much did the counts out there. So this was one of the largest crowds you've ever had. And I think you all saw that. My estimate was around 1,800, but it was a rock-solid 1,800 people. And I can tell you that there were a number of people to thank. I know that you had some folks that came out and sponsored some really nice stuff that really beautified the park out there. I have to thank my staff, Bob Greco especially, and Chuck who helped out, and then the Parks Department with Randy and Nanette and all they did, and all the Public Works and Engineering, the Police Department. One group that doesn't get enough recognition, that does a tremendous job for us. There was a really nice editorial in the paper this past week about the bridge flags, and the Republican women of Indian River County are the ones that help sponsor those. And the people that put them up and actually put those kits together and everything is the Transmission and Distribution Group, T&D.
Oh, okay.
And I want to make sure they're recognized and let everybody know, first of all, thank you to Republican women for doing that, but also T&D for all the work they're doing too. And Public Works, Police, all of them just do a tremendous job making it run efficiently. And of course, you guys were magnificent with your event.
And I didn't even see EMS, and I know they're
and
there.
they were there. The Indian River. I'm glad you mentioned them. Indian River County Fire Department was there. Emergency
luckily,
folks were there, and we did have a couple people that were transported.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that's most important now is that, you know, and I know you guys have recognized it too, is that with the heating of the day, you know, it's just, you guys were on time, fantastic, great event, great activity, and people were able to find that shade and get those waters. You had plenty of water, so you had some extra sponsorship for the waters. It was wonderful. So, and all the Boy Scouts and everybody who pitched in. Great event.
I know up on that stage, Rob, I was looking out there when I was up there, and I'm like, my God, it was just people all the way to the flagpole. It was just, I never saw that many people there before, and I've been coming to this thing for a long time.
That's it. You're right. And I can tell you that they kept coming. Mm-hmm. They kept coming. It was amazing.
They're kind of like, you know, like us Catholics, and I can say that because I'm Catholic, but we kind of cut right at the end, but we are there.
There you go.
Okay.
But really nice event. Beautiful event.
The a couple things on that, just observations. The military moms were out on the out on the stage, not on the stage, out on the bridge, welcoming people coming in. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. So I wanted to say thank you to Pam Proctor, and the new president is, oh my gosh,
I had interaction with her too, and I can't remember her name.
oh my gosh. Anyway, I apologize, but it'll come to me. When you get to be 62, sometimes your brain doesn't work as quickly as it should. Also, I would like to say thanks to the city, of course. The community, the public address system worked beautifully. I mean, I think there was not a person on the island that could not hear the talks, and I would just say Jamie Owens as a Gold Star family, and Michelle Dale as a Gold Star family. For me, that was the highlight of the Memorial Day, for the two of them to be there and share the loss that they had of their families in service to our country. That means so much to me, and also it's called Islands Colored LLC. They provided the flowers, the plants that lined the walkway going out, and just to turn the corner and see the red, white, and blue flowers and the flags up by the cenotaphs. And as I walked hurriedly out of there to get to Sebastian, there were people that were really taking time to visit and to look at the memorials there. And that's really meaningful. One thing that we might want to look at, and I'll just share with the committee, one family did bring a golf cart and park it behind the benches, and was there for the duration. I know they're patriots, and I would just ask for folks to be considerate of others, because if you've got a cart there, it does obstruct the view for other people in the area. So that was a note. And then there was over a tent of covering on the circle with the flag coming in. And that is a part of Memorial Island. And to my knowledge, no authorization was provided for that. And again, I would mention to organizations, if you are considering supporting the event, then come to the committee and explain your intent so that we've got management over that. Because in the past, we've had Honor Flight, we've had MOA, we've had other organizations that want to do that, and we do need to manage that, and I ask your support in that regard. Okay. Any other observations?
No, I just think what Jamie on was just inspirational. I hope the young children took the time to actually listen to her, and I think they did. She was the highlight of that.
Right.
Of the ceremony. It's really what it was about. It was Memorial Day.
Yeah, I like to see the kids out there. The high school band did a great job, and I'll tell you, the Boy Scouts that did their thing, those young men, I tell you, and young girls out there were zipping around, well, the young boys anyway, zipping around with bottles of water, going up to everybody. Would you like one? Would you like one? And that was just real nice to see them do that.
There were a bunch of them, too.
Yes, there was.
It was a great turnout.
Yeah, and a bunch of young kids out there this time. I say young kids, young men and women, but it's nice to see that on Memorial Day where they came out with mom and dad. And you're right. When she spoke, I scanned the crowd, and a lot of young people are looking to her and listening to her. Mm-hmm. Didn't necessarily listen to everybody else, but they were listening to her.
Roger that.
Okay. The Keene Cenotaph is another matter of old business. I just want to share, it's another what I would consider success for our committee. Faye Keene is Joel Keene's of World War II's daughter-in-law, and his son is Joel Keene Jr. And she contacted me before Memorial Day, and she said, "I've got another photograph of my husband's dad, and would you like to have that for the records of the island?" And I've provided that for record here with the city. And what's of note there is, if you study the photograph, it's of a young man, and on the back of it, it says, "To Joel P. Keene Jr., for your second Christmas, 1944, sincerely hoping we'll be home with you and Mother to enjoy it. Love, Daddy." Northern Ireland, December 15th, I believe, 1944. And then in the back of it is a photograph of his wife, which is Ann Robertson Golnick Keene. And the Golnick family, she was valedictorian of Vero Beach High School, was instrumental in Vero Beach for many, many years. And I just want to acknowledge to the family our gratitude for them helping us understand one more veteran. And there are three that are still mysteries. I don't have precise confirmation of Edward Courtney. Another one is, Fred Coleman. And the third is, I forget, but I'll have to get that to you. But we appreciate everybody's contributions. And if you're watching or listening and you know the story of any of the members on the island, let us know. Okay. As far as chairman matters, for Memorial Day, we provided to Newsweek what's it called? Luminaries for the Press Journal, a summary of the tributes that were provided to Orchid Island CrossFit. And you're welcome to contact the city, and I think Rita can provide that if you contact her as far as a copy, if they're interested.
I could possibly try to get one.
Okay, all right. And they were 11 veterans on the island, plus the son of Michelle Dale, who was killed in Afghanistan. Members, John, anything for the group?
No, sir. Just a great, appropriate ceremony, Memorial Day, and good to be back from Japan. I still got a little jet lag, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be awake or asleep. Or 2 weeks in Japan.
Oh my gosh, Joel.
No, it was a good turnout for Memorial Day. I wish it'd turn out like that for every ceremony.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
All right.
Just the golf tournament again. It's June 18th. It's at Sandridge. Check-in is 07. We start 08. I have some patriotic songs. We have Dolores Mark's going to be singing some songs for us prior to the tee-off. It's filling up really quick. It's $60. And we also have scholarships that are available. Again, I'm going to put Pat Geyer's number out, 772-205-1995.
Okay.
One more thing on the air show. I think they're still looking for volunteers. So if anybody in the audience would like to volunteer to help with the air show, please by all means reach out either to the Veterans Council or my office or the city, and they'll put you in touch with the appropriate folks to do that if you're interested.
I have one more thing.
Sure.
We have the new bus. It finally came in yesterday. Did you
Fantastic.
get it? Bus is here. We got a brand new one from West Palm Beach. We're going to get some airbrushing going. Speak with Mike's Wrecker, and we're going to be up and running.
And you're speaking of the Veterans Council
Roger.
van.
Yep.
And they do local runs for veterans that are in need of doctor's visits around town and their spouse if need be.
And trips to West Palm Beach.
Okay. The next meeting is going to be the 6th of July. Y'all are invited to come and attend, and by that time we may have the new marker for the Keene family. It's on order, and I expect that it'll be available within the next month or so. So with that, we're adjourned. Thank you.